Well, everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new drama, Punch. And this is from writer-director Welby Ings and focuses on the story of Jim, played by Jordan Oosterhoff, who is a young man training to become a boxer. But his life kind of gets turned upside down when a young Maori man comes into his life and he starts questioning his own sexuality and whether his life trajectory is going to pursue boxing or pursue a life with this young man, Whetu, and played by Conan Hayes. And this film is well shot, it's textured, you have this gritty and authentic feel to it. At the core of it, the two most important pieces are Jim and Whetu, and they have great chemistry together. The moments where the film focuses on them and their dynamic and the growing intimacy between them, that's where it feels the most engaging and emotional and connected. And it feels authentic between the chemistry between these two actors, and it feels very engaging. It does deal with a lot of which are now developing into tropes of like these forbidden love stories between two men, and it leans heavily into, you have these like horrible one-dimensional antagonistic young men who, beat them up or come attack them. Some of the layers that are added into that fold is Jim's training of being a boxer and how he reacts to these things and the damage that he can do. And then you have his whole dynamic with Stan, played by Tim Roth, who's training him. And Tim Roth gives a really good performance in a supporting role here as well. And you have that challenge of like, do you chase this big kind of professional dream, or do you focus on the person that you might be in love with and want to spend the rest of your life with? And it's an interesting dynamic that this film focuses on. I wish it focused on it more, because those were the most engaging aspects, instead of when it was falling into, like boxing training tropes or some of the tropes in terms of these forbidden love stories. And that's where the script falls apart a little bit, is that it leans too heavily on these very predictable things. But when the film leans on the charisma of its two leads, the chemistry between them, and really sells it there, that's where it really soars. And not to discount any of the boxing scenes, they're very raw and brutal. You could feel it. Like those punches coming in, there just feels like a aggressive rawness to it in this film. And this film has really powerful elements, and those elements help overcome some of its predictable beats. But in the end, I think this is a really strong, well-made, impeccably acted little drama that's definitely worth your time. But those are my thoughts on Punch. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.